One out of 20 cars is feared to be one chance. Victims and even human lives has been lost in the process. What is the government doing about these horrific happenings?
Many Nigerians have fallen victims to one chance. One chance is a common term in Nigeria for fraud or scam. It is usually done by a group of people with deceitful intentions. They make use of vehicles and carry out their operations. Specifically, there is no age bracket for people who engage in one chance operations. They can be old or young, looking innocent, that you would never suspect that they have such motives in mind. In the world at large, people believe that only the youth engage in scam or fraud. But no, you get to see people old enough to be grandparents engaging themselves in this kind of dubious acts. One chance is a form of organized crime that involves criminal posing as public transport drivers, such as taxi or bus drivers, and then robbing their passengers. These criminals may drive around with passengers for a while before robbing them, or they may drive to a secluded area to carry out the robbery. Even more terrifying is that these one chance criminals can become more brutal and kill their victims, throw them out of a moving vehicle, or inflict serious injuries on them. More often, the survivors of victims largely depend on the value and amount of money they give to the criminals. In what has been described as an ugly development, one chance robbery has seemingly found a new breeding ground in the heart of Nigeria. These criminals are taking over the roads of Abuja as well other states in the country to rob unsuspecting passengers on lonely roads and even on busy express roads in broad daylight. Sometimes, to create a safe atmosphere, these criminals engage female cohorts who often pretend to be a passenger with a fake pregnancy to further deceive their victims.
The issue of one chance, the motor parks has been made available. People have been encouraged to start entering vehicle in the parks. A lot of persons have been encouraged to make use of boats. Because their data is already online. When you book, the number, the app can be traced. That will know where the vehicle took you to when you are not seen. So, but be it as it may, we are also encouraging our people that vehicles that does not have plate number, vehicles that are over tinted that nobody can see inside from outside, and you don't know this person, please don't enter. That is number one. Then number two, to curtail this, we are also begging that the Minister of FCT, the former governor of Rivers State, we are pleading that a very strong committee that will bring key youth leaders in FCT together to also bring some youth on board to become eyewash in these technical areas will also be of a serious help. So these people will just be volunteers that will be around the road monitoring, that will actually come. Well, all this at the appropriate time we will discuss with the authority. And some of these transactions have been on black and white. We've sent them to different offices. We're actually waiting for implementation, inviting some of us and other youth leaders in FCT to see how these ideas can be harmonized and the functionality of it to the help of the general citizens in FCT and those that are coming into FCT. Thank you.
Don't be so careless. You have to make sure the kind of vehicle you're entering. But in that case, I think the transport company in Nigeria or the Ministry of Transport need to do something very, very spectacular on this. I'm talking about making sure that every vehicle that operates on the way have a number. So that if you carelessly enter any one chance vehicle, then you can identify the number of the vehicle that carried you. From there, they can trace the people. Or any car that is moving around carrying people from one destination to the other supposed to be tracked. So that if anything stupid happens, they can now have a base on how to start searching for those people.
And my experience with one chance is that I entered this vehicle and a man was trying to drop down from the vehicle, and he told the driver that his loads are in the boot, and the driver was like, no, you're a thief, you can't take that load. And people were like, what's going on, why would he call the man a thief? And then the driver said a woman that the passenger he dropped before the man had this tomato basket that she was carrying, and then while he was helping her drop the tomato basket from the boot, he saw where Ghana must go, and the tomato basket told the Ghana must go, and what was inside was money, dollars. So the man now said that that very bag is his bag, and the man was like, no. Initially we did not see the bag, so he was like, no, you're not going to take the bag and all that. So while he was asking him, the man now said that he took the bag from his master, from his boss. The lady in the vehicle asked me what my opinion is, the woman sitting beside me. And then me, I was like, they should take the matter to Brekete family. They will know how to solve it. And since the man complained that his boss has not been paying him for 13 years now and he had kids in school, then Brekete family will know how to solve it. They might probably call the boss in and he will have to pay the man all that is owing him and all that. So that was my opinion. But in that process, everybody turned deaf, as if I said what I said was rubbish. They did not they did not say anything, they did not respond to me. So at that point I was already getting to where I want to drop, and then the driver told the man that he's going to take us to somewhere, and then the man is going to share the money equally to all of us, and everybody will go his or her separate ways. So me, I was like, okay, oh, I'm going to stop very soon. Oh, if people want to share the money, I'm not a greedy person. I'm not saying you should share it equally. Give me my own now so that I will go, because I'm very close to my bus stop. I'm about to stop. And then the all of them now started attacking me in the bus. And I was like, where do you work? Don't do you like suffer? Don't you want your life to change? Don't you want to have a better life? How can you say you don't want money? How can you, let's go front and share this money equally? Why are you talking like this? So in that case, I was like, I was scared and I was just thinking, I was confused. Then I got past even where I was supposed to stop. So I told the driver, it's okay, I'm not going again, I want to drop here. The driver refused, and at that moment everybody stopped talking inside the bus. Nobody was responding, nobody was even listening to me or looking at me. Everybody's face was just on the front glass, as if they were all driving, and nobody was responding to me. I was like, driver, driver, you don't carry me past where I dey go, I want to stop. And what kind of thing? Driver, I will shout oh. Driver no gree stop, and nobody was even saying anything, like driver and the girl want to stop. So before you know, after few seconds, the woman sitting beside me was like, driver, it's okay, driver, drop this girl, driver, drop this girl. That was at Sahad stores. It was like, drop this girl, driver, drop this girl. And then the driver turned and looked at her, and he was saying yes. The lady said, yes, drop this girl, mo no spoil her life, yeah, mo no spoil her life. And the lady told me to drop and say, my dear, make she dey go, mo no spoil her life. The woman in front also said the same thing, say they go, mo no spoil your life. They did not even collect the money I was giving them, and that's how I dropped.
Governments should ensure that all vehicles are registered with a valid plate number, as this will enable people watch out for cars or vehicles with funny plate numbers. Also, every state should make sure that every commercial vehicle has a specific color which is approved by the state government, in order to be able to hold drivers responsible for anything that goes wrong. In addition, people should note that it is not their duty to direct people they don't know to wherever they are going. The bus conductors are always there to direct them. Lastly, Nigerians should have self-control whenever they hear anything about money, either investment or our wolf money. We should also learn to mind our business in public vehicles. No one is your relative in a public vehicle. Reporting from Nigeria's state capital, Soibifa, Jackridge, Top Accolade News.